Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Actually, let me get my order out there right now just in case something crazy happens. There we go. So right now what I'm watching is KODK. Crazy mover. Market opens up in 20 minutes still, but yet this thing has already done 35 million shares, up over 100%. And you can see it has just been basically straight up from 8 o'clock on. Just one big old uptrend. And, unfortunately, you just can't chase. And as much as I would like to have bought along the way, it was just always way too risky. And yes, in hindsight, they all would have worked out. But that's the tricky part about trading is if you chase, you can get rewarded chasing. But the problem is one time it's not going to reward you and it can wipe away a whole lot of your gains, if not all your gains. So at this point, I'm looking for it to pull back. I'm still very interested. There's no doubt about it. This uptrend is very strong, but I'm just not interested until, as you saw me putting my order down here at 1625 to buy, for those of you not familiar with my screen, 500 shares. But as of right now, looking like who knows if that'll occur or not. But that is the current plan right now. And unfortunately, I'm not able to short. So that 100% up there means no shares to short. And I just mean that as in terms of flexibility, right? When you can short, then that means you can make money when prices go up or down. But right now, I'm going to have to play it from the long side, which, it's kind of like having one hand tied behind your back, which is not the preferable position to be in. But it is still definitely interesting enough to keep an eye on. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, as of right now, it's looking like it just wants to continue to break up forward here. So who knows if 1625 is going to come into play. If it does, I'll get the video rolling. If not, I'll just see you back at the open. Just a little update here. I'm going to cancel that order because it's not really moving as fast as I would want to see it move. And it's moving fast, don't get me wrong, but just not behaving the way I would want to see it behave. But the learning lesson here is I mentioned don't chasing. So, let's think about this right now. Given we have data from the market, we know it's a fact that people were buying there and buying there and buying there, meaning they chase the price. Ask yourself, how do those people, how do you think they feel right now? How would you be feeling? Right now, they have had this big old pullback go against over $1 against them. And there's people out there right now holding and hoping. And to be fair, maybe they get bailed out. Maybe this thing just continues on up. And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm such a great trader. Oh, I'm glad I had patience and all that. But there's a fine line between patience and then just simply chasing the price, crossing your fingers, holding and hoping. Big difference there. And that's what, is going on right now as I speak. Again, because these are live, I don't know what's going to happen. So the price very well could head up here and it could bail those people out. But talk about the creation of a bad habit where people chase, hold and hope, and then potentially get bailed out. So like I said, I don't know if that will play out. But for me, I'm just going to wait till the market opens now. It opens in about 11 minutes, and then we'll see how this one trades. But as of now, yeah, you got some nervous people out there. If you're not aware, maybe this is the first video. I do a video you've watched of mine, live trading, but I do offer a live community where we discuss alerts and stuff. So what I'm going to do here is on KODK. I really like 1775 as a breakout point. So what I'm doing here, is I'm going to alert 1775 here. So point here being what I want to map out is that this alert has been made. I don't own any shares. Lots of times, people, the moderators, whatever you want to call them, they get the shares first. They build a position and then they alert it to everybody. But as you see here, everybody has the exact same opportunity as me. Again, this is live, so I don't know if 1775 will ever come into play. But that's the level that I'm going to be watching. That's the level that has been alerted to members. And we'll see how things play out from there. But just a little example there of not only the thought process behind a trade, but at the same time, just showing those of you who are maybe always wonder how does the community work, a little behind the scenes there. So again, 1775 going to be that key breakout point that I'm very curious about. And really, if it gets up there even before the market open, I may be interested in getting in there. This thing has definitely consolidated out nicely here. So we'll see if it wants to demonstrate enough strength to potentially get up through that level. So I'll keep you updated. All right, it's potentially making a move up there. In there at 1772, let's see if we can get the break up through 1775. Taking on a bit of risk here because I anticipated it. So I didn't quite wait for the break, but I like the chances that it can get up through that level. So there's the break. Let's see if we can get some more follow through of it. Yikes. Trying to be patient here, but was thinking there we go. So all out there for a nice $189 scalp. Pre-market, so a little bit nervous. In hindsight, may prove that to be a very, very silly mistake on my part. But going in, I knew I was risking right around that amount. So just going for a quick scalp. And like I said, as of now, that was not the right thing to do. But again, that's why we're all worth more than Jeff Bezos in our hindsight trading accounts, because it's easy for me to sit here and say, oh, I should have held. But had that thing hit 1810 and then rip to the downside, and if I was still holding, there would be people in the comment section, including myself, saying, Clay, why didn't you get out? Why didn't you get out? So that's always the confirmation bias that hindsight gives. But you saw that whole trade play out from beginning to end. You saw me make the alert to the community. So to be fair, community members right now, for all I know, they are making a whole lot more than what I did on it, because you could still very well have some people holding right now. So for those of you community members that played this one, congratulations. That's awesome. But I mean, how long was I actually in the trade? Let's do the math on that. And that's what I like about my broker. So I got in at 924.47, got out at 925.17. So I'm not a mathematical genius, but I think that's about, 30 seconds there? Is it 20 or 30 seconds? Let's see, 57.07, 30 seconds. So 30 seconds and $190. I swear, trading the stock market, it blows my mind. Where else in the world can you make 30 seconds and $190? And to be fair, that's even with me in hindsight screwing up the trade, because as you've seen, I could have gotten a lot more from it. But like I said, for me going in, knowing it was pre-market, it was definitely a scalp that I wanted to mitigate the risk of pre-market by just being a little bit more aggressive with my profits, which is what happened there. But I mean, you saw the alert. 1775 was the area people were watching. They got in, and as I said, for all I know, they're doing much better than what I did, especially if this thing continues on up. But yeah, there we go. A nice alert to the chat room, a nice quick $189 in 30 seconds. I'm more than happy with that. Well, markets have been open for 2 minutes, and a bittersweet feeling. Once again, just hindsight voices, but seeing now that KODK has now gotten up as high as 1925. That is awesome. Very happy for members. And, I'm not saying anybody played it perfectly, but I mean, it would have been easy, better to play it better than what I did. But again, I didn't do anything wrong. I stuck with my plan, but I think we've all been there. And that's why I just, voice my thoughts, voice what's going on in my head, because I want you to know that you're not a bad trader. You're not like weird because you're having these thoughts. You're a normal human being. And yes, I have regret, but that's just regret because I now have hindsight in my favor. Again, like I said, had the price just totally gone against me, I'd be sitting here saying, wow, I'm glad I sold when I did. But that's, like I said, the confirmation bias that we get as traders. And again, these are live, so I'm trying to talk, scan, not sound like an idiot. And I realize I'm failing at the not sounding like an idiot part, but what's going on with TUP here? What is that? 1360. That's an interesting potential short point, but that's totally against the trend. I'm going to have to pass on that. No, I'm not going to alert that either because that's against the trend. Wow. And it just keeps ripping. Wow. Congratulations, members. That's awesome. Well done. Well done, but I mean, really not. I mean, I suppose in hindsight, I could have bought the break there of the 1925-ish area. But again, that's me totally talking in hindsight. Are we going to get a halt here? Looking like it might get halted because it's just booming so much, which is a good problem to have when it needs to get halted because it's going in the direction of the trade. Awesome. Let's watch and see if it gets halted. And there we go. There is the halt right there. Notice how everything has changed. So, well, people that are in are maybe stuck in a halt, but odds are this thing will gap up higher. Not a guarantee, but usually at least after the first halt, they'll move in the direction. The gap will be in the direction of whatever price it was originally going. But yes, bittersweet, but super happy for members of the community. Watching 170.75 here as a potential short, but this candle can't break through it, and it did. Shoot. I wanted to see one more I just want to see this candle here stay up above it. It did not. It's broken through it. So I just don't feel comfortable taking that trade. I feel like it's too much of a chase. Well, and there it goes for the time being. Well, at this point, what I need to see here from Boeing is for it to bounce up somewhat now. You just can't short right here. Too much of a chase. But if this thing wants to show some strength and start to work its way back to the upside, that would be a good thing. And nope, not going to do it. Just continues to fall. I did alert 170.75. In fact, I'll show you the alert. So you can also see that, members have the same thought process. So to be fair, I'm not going to try to sit here and say, oh, wow, and members made money. No, because I said right there, current candle needs to close above it, though, it being 170.75. And as we just witnessed, it didn't close above it. So let me put it this way. If a member took that alert and traded it, they didn't really, they marched to the tune of their own drum, which is fine. I mean, I always encourage members, they need to be able to think for themselves. But as far as the spirit of my alert, I can't sit here and say that, oh yeah, there was another winning alert, because look at this thing. It just keeps going, because it just didn't behave like I wanted to see it behave. And once again, in hindsight, yeah, I should have taken it, but that's just not a good habit. But again, I'm still watching, still want to see it move upwards. Where's Kodak at right now? Still halted. So we'll go back to BA here, but BA, just a savage mood. Had earnings today, but an absolute gap and trap. If this thing could bounce up to, I don't know, 170, 50-ish, 65-ish, that'd be interesting. But wow, just straight down. Crazy. KODK is back, and as expected, it moved in the direction of the gap, although pulling back pretty quickly now, but got up as high as $22 and looking like it might be halted here again. So now KODK, yeah, just becoming... I don't want to say impossible to trade, but very annoying to trade, because if it's going to start getting halted all the time, like again, watching here. And once again, another halt. Come on, government, just let this thing trade. We're all adults here. We're all, no one's forced us to put our money in the market. We're grown-ups here. Just let us trade. No need to hold our hands. Yes, there's my little rant on the stupid government regulations like this. I mean, the pattern day trading rule, there's another great one. What's going on with mRNA? Oh, yep. Again, you just chasing right now. Totally chasing. You just can't take, and Boeing, I am sensing some frustration. Can you sense the frustration in my voice? Let me know in the comment section. Do you hear some frustration? I need to be aware of this, because I think I'm putting myself, and I'm getting into a risky place here where KODK, as much as I'm trying to tell myself that I'm cool with it, I think it's influenced me a little bit, and I'm starting to get frustrated, which is okay. Like I said, I realize my slogan is trade without emotion, but really it should be recognize emotion, because that's what trading's all about. You need to just be able to recognize when you're getting emotional. That way you know how to, combat it. And I think I'm starting to get emotional, because I feel like, yeah, mRNA. So I want to really reiterate that, though. It's okay to be emotional when trading. But the question just becomes, what separates long-lasting traders from those that blow up their accounts is, well, do you at least recognize the emotion? And when you recognize it, do you have a solution for it? So at this point, I think I'm going to need to just reduce my position size down to 100 shares. And that way, if it is emotion, then, well, I'm going to be able to keep my losses under control. But now if I see a beautiful setup, I'm not opposed to going full size, because, I'm all for beautiful setups. PENN, just booming. Let's see what's going on. Get this alerted. But yeah, all right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, watching 78 as a potential area to short here. In 100 shares at 78. Looking for a move to the downside. Risking right around $60-ish. So this thing either wants to roll back over, or it's going to keep on bouncing against me. And if it does, then it'll cost me, let's just call it right around $75, which I'm okay with. Like I said, I think this thing has a chance to get down below 78. A lot of buyers at 78 right now. There's the break. There we go. Let's see if we can get some more movement to the downside. There we go. Come on, get down through 77.60s. There we go. Can we get down through 50? As expected, a lot of buyers right there. If it can push through, should get a good, nice surge to the downside some more. All right, taking 50 shares off there because at this point, I'm not quite sure. I gave it plenty of opportunities to get down through 77.50 and it didn't. I could be wrong though, and I was wrong, but that's why I still have 50 shares so I can continue to capitalize on this move. So let's see if it wants to, wow. That was a crazy movement there. Let's see if it wants to get down to the 77. Oh, wow, look at that snap back up. This thing is going all over the place now. Like I said, let's see if this thing can work its way back down to 77. If it goes up above 78 at this point, I will be out. So the remaining 50 shares, I might just take a break even or a small loss on them. Just do a mental stop here. So again, if this goes up over 78, I will be out. But as of right now, it's trying to decide, does it want to roll back over some more? Maybe so. So we'll look to take off another 25 right around 77, ideally below 77 if we can get the move and flush down below that area. Like it's trying to do right now. Come on, I'm being patient with you. Can it get the break? And as would be expected, a lot of buyers down there at that round number. So can it get down through 77? Trying to be patient, trying to be patient. Come on. Such is the life as a trader. You got to just sometimes wait. As much as it would, as great as it would be for these things to just go straight down, sometimes you just got to wait. It is nice though because now it's logical to think that if 77 fails, it should go down and retest lows. If it fails though is the big question right now because as we've been watching, it keeps getting down to that level and just can't quite push through. Well, at this point, thinking this thing might want to bounce. But I'm not willing to wave the white flag yet. Especially now if it comes back down. That'd be interesting. That'd be implied a fail. I do want to make sure that this is a winning trade. So if it goes up over 77.50, I'm going to get out. So mental stop loss right now. Bounced off 50. All right. Just going to get out there. So $39 on the trade. But like I said, wanted to manage risk. And again, going back to the theme of the hindsight voices, right? You're probably, in fact, there's probably going to be people in the comment section that say it. What I'm thinking right now, Clay, why didn't you do 500 shares? I mean, you basically had $1 move in your favor. That's $500. I know, you're right. But what happens if it would have gone against me? Then all of a sudden, I've wiped away all my green, and now I'm sitting in a hole. And I don't want to be in that position. So yes, I get it. Looking now, it's easy to say, oh, Clay, why did you only do 100 shares? But had it gone against me, had I been wrong, then you'd be saying, hey, Clay, that was great. Way to manage risk during position size. So, I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the beast and why hindsight is such a dangerous thing. But again, to offer up, for those of you wondering how does the community work, that was everything right there. So the first alert was just, asking, was it a dead cat, right? Dead cat just means something that's bouncing, but you think is eventually going to roll back over. So I just said the 1 minute, and, I'm watching for weakness. Then I flew out threw out another thing and I said, 77.60 was the key flush point. Then I edited the alert and made an update and then did 78 flush point, and that's what you saw me take. I mean, I got right in there at 78. And again, this was all alerted before I ever got in. So members had the exact same opportunity as I did, and they could have, pulled out a very nice profit. I do like 77 though. I'm going to try that again because I think maybe this is finally the time it goes through. I'm going to watch it closely and try to time it up. I think I'm risking right around $50-ish here. So I'm going to try to 77. Watching closely. Oh, wow. No chance at all to get that one. 70 just disappeared. Wow. All right. I'm excited to. All I can really say is that was literally impossible to have anticipated that break. I'd encourage you to scroll back and watch the level 2s, and you'll see that that number right there was above 77, and then all of a sudden it was just below 77. It went like straight down. Wow, that was crazy. That's some good stuff. There's a great example of sometimes, and that's the risk, right? I was waiting for more confirmation. Had I just gotten in sooner, anticipated the break, yeah, I had more risk because the break didn't quite happen, but I would have also, been able to actually get in before that, move to the downside happened. So that was absolutely crazy. Well, it's not even 30 minutes in the day. I'm up $229. So I will, with commissions, I don't know, let's call it $215-ish. Some are give or take right around there. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning. I'm more than happy with that. And like I was mentioning earlier, I can feel the frustration voice in me a little bit. So I'm just going to, I don't know if I'm necessarily done for the day, but I'm done for the video's sake because there's always the other voice of, Clay, make an awesome YouTube video. Clay, do this. It'll be an awesome YouTube video. And that's always a voice that, and I blame nobody but myself. Nobody's forcing me to make these videos. But that is another voice that I've introduced into the equation when I choose to record myself is I have no problem admitting I want to make an awesome YouTube video. I want to make a video where I'm making all kinds of money. I don't have no shame there. Full transparency. That's my intention is I want to make an awesome video. I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, but that can create voices in and of itself within your head. But point here being, if you are interested in joining the private community, which you saw multiple alerts of that worked out very nicely, all you got to do is go to claytrader.com/team. And the way that works is $99 for 3 months, not $99 per month, but $99 for 3 months at a time, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So the question just becomes, all right, if I invest $99, do I believe I can get at least $8.25 per week of value? If you think you can get $8.25 per week of value, then you'll get a great return on your investment. So check it out. And like I said, you saw exactly how it works here. There is also a mobile app, so it's not like you have to change your computer or anything like that. And then also, as far as this video is concerned, if you like these live trade videos, if you would like for me to keep making them, a very time efficient and quick way to do that is just to hit that like button. Also, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. I do read and will reply to all of them. And then also just check out the channel as a whole, and hopefully you like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But again, $8.25 per week. If you think that the service can give you more than that in value per week, then yeah, claytrader.com/team. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.